Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, we're playing a Boros aggro deck. Are you looking forward to all the awesomeness that like Mono White Soldier offers, mixed together with all of the awesomeness that like Hasty Red has to give it, and then have all of that synergy bubble up to do something even more awesome than that? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I'm your host on Bigfoot's Choice for Magic Card related content, Dr. Yukon Socket. Yes, thank you. Film before a live studio audience. Thank you so much. Yukon Socket. Word to your mama. So, I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I found over on the Aether Hub, strongly titled Boros. After a quick play, I realized this is a Boros aggro deck. And, man, it is the bee's knees. Alright, so what are we going to do? We're going to take a look at the cards that are in this deck very quickly, talk a little bit what we expect it to do, and then we'll take it out and we'll crush some hopes and dreams. All right, starting off, what we got here? We got a dude that has training, so he gets bigger every time he attacks with the guy that has more power than him. And we'll see that we got some guys that'll help with that. We got a guy that will keep all of your other dudes protected by giving them hexproof and can't be blocked by creatures of that color till the end of the turn. And toxic. This guy does 1 point of damage to all opponents and planeswalkers when this comes into play. Next turn, it gets a popo on a creature that you play that turn. And lastly, you get a 2/2 with haste. This guy he has vigilance, and every time you put a popo on him, then you draw a card. And where do we have popos coming from? We got Siege Veteran over here that at the beginning of every combat, you put a popo on him. +1/+1 counter. So the combo here is you get this guy to put a counter on this guy, which makes him bigger, and you get to draw a card, and then you attack with this guy. And as long as you keep this guy bigger than this guy, then he'll keep getting counters every turn that he attacks. So between the two of them, you got a nice combo to keep all that working. Ossification pins down planeswalkers or creatures. Thalia makes it more expensive for everybody to play non-creature spells, but we got mostly creatures here. This guy's hasty 2/2 when he gets... he's dealt damage, you exile that many cards to the top of your library, and then you can play them until the end of your next turn. Brutal Cathar pins down creatures until he goes away, and he can wolf out. When he wolfs back, he can then pin down another guy again. Siege Veteran, when you talk to him, puts a +1, gets a popo on another creature, on any creature you control. And it says, whenever a non-token soldier you control dies, you create a +1/+1 color soldier. So you're putting out dudes, right? Adeline comes out, her power is equal to the number of creatures you control. She's always got a toughness of 4. Whenever you attack, regardless of whether she attacks or not, then you get to put out an additional +1/+1 white human creature that's tapped and attacking. You can choose whether it's a planeswalker or a player. Squee comes out with haste, is a 2/2, and whenever it attacks it, you create a +1/+1 red goblin token that's tapped and attacking. And then you could also play Squee from the graveyard for 4, provided you're willing to exile 4 cards in your graveyard. Thundering Raiju comes out for 4, and then you put a +1/+1 counter whenever it attacks on another creature you control. It deals X damage to your opponent equal to the number of modified creatures. That's the creatures with popo counters on them. Between Siege Veteran and Thundering Raiju, you can spread the wealth. That means that his ability on attack will do a tremendous amount of damage just for the attack, not counting what your creatures are doing and what he's doing as well. We have the Kamigawa Red, which puts out a couple of hasty spirit tokens if you need it. Kamigawa White, which does 4 points of damage to target attacking or blocking creature, and a nice collection of lands otherwise. So what are we going to do? We are going to be aggressively attacking, watching our guys grow over time, working together to be able to take out all threats, pinning things down with Ossification and Brutal Cathar, and hopefully winning the game. All right, but before we do, let's do two things. Let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Dear Black King Toxrel, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentation of the women. And we're playing against Blackbeard, the magic card player. 1, 2, 3, let's keep. Ooh, got a rough way to go until we get to 3. Then we got 4 for the Thundering Raiju, alright. Alright, put that guy out. Let's step down to red just because we can. Keep our options open. Alright, Squee. All in. That's a plus. Modified. We need 2 reds to get Thundering Raiju, so that's not going to help us out. Well, he's gone forever. Alright, we go. Thundering Raiju. Alright, spread the wealth. Down to 5. Potty pants. Man, what a victory. Alright, we're playing against Bob. 1, 2, 3, and all white practically. Alright, we'll say no to this one. Alright, that's much better. Alright, who are we going to get rid of here? Dang it, man. I love Thundering Raiju. Let's just put him aside because we not guaranteed. Alright, Skrelv, just because he's such a good job of keeping other people alive. Alright, this guy's just going to play keep away. Oh, okay, we go for his throat. Let's do a little Feldon action there. All in. So if I would have known it was going to go that way, I would have gone Hopeful Initiate and then Feldon. Of course, Hopeful Initiate would have been underneath the card at that point. He's going again. Alright, let's Thalia him. Keep it pinned down. A little Hopeful Initiate action. You know what this deck doesn't have? It doesn't have Urbrask Forge. Oh, the humanity, right? How? Learn from the master. Nothing in the graveyard, man. It's just whatever you throw away. Okay, the only thing I don't like, I can overcommit. I can get all my creatures out and he can wipe the board. That would be bad. But if I was a good board wiper, I'd be board wiping it now. Alright, we just gotta take him out, unfortunately. That's the end growth, though. Alright, it's down to 7. Eiganjo's not going to do us any good unless I have 3 mana untapped. Let's just kill that guy. Alright, Adeline. Well, that sucks. I was kind of hoping to make a little bit more impact than that, but alright. He doesn't have anything in his graveyard, so he can't play the other Squee. Alright, we're going to go for a kill as soon as he picks a block here. Gone! Alright, it's down to 3. He wants to be aggressive. He wants to be so aggressive. But he cannot. He's got to play the defense here. I think we're going to see some P-Pants in action here. I don't think he's got it. I guess his hope is what, to put out in chumps, enough chumps to chump the Chumpersteins. Dude, I will kill it. He's just going for it. He doesn't have the ability to do anything. Alright, there we go. Let's just pin something down because we can. And we win! Victory! Alright, playing against Maru. Keep. Alright, I got something. Let's see. Let's just start off this way. Allow it to go. Play it the hard way. Alright, 2 is going to get us into a 3-point Feldon. All in. Nice try. Those guys just provide that. That's fine. Auto pay. All in for 2. Here's his blue. Gone. Alright, that's as pumped as he gets unless I get somebody better out there. Indestructible's not going to hold up against the Cathar. Let's get that going. I think we're killing ourselves now is the problem. Grab it! All in. Alright, down to 6. Now's the point he puts out something with some good defense on it. We can't make it through. I gotta start sacrificing. Oh, he's just gonna wipe the board. I need it. Indestructible, though. This says 4 damage. See, that's the guy I can't kill. It's a problem. Okay, I gotta go after that Steel Seraph. I gotta use the Eiganjo for it. Yeah, we're getting screwed here. Alright, we're tied up. There we go. That's a nice way to go. Because he's got, 7 showing right now out of our 8. No pump, because I got no other creatures out. Both? I gotta kill this guy if I want to survive. Alright, they're both gone. Excellent. Fortunately, it's going to take me down to 2 just to get out the Surge Veteran. Get that on there, draw another card. Ossification is good. We have to waste all of our guys to get this gone, though. All he has to do is remove one of my guys from the battlefield, and I'm out of here. That's who I'm going to ossify. Gone! Feldon! All in. Now who's got the upper hand? Jimmy? And we win! Ooh! Vicious. Alright, playing against Toxic Avenger, 666. 666, the number of the beast. Alright, that is a good collection of lands there. Nope! Still everything, so you got 2. Alright, Skrelv. You're up. I see a Brutal Cathar looking, touching Evolved Sleeper there. Negative. Alright, so you can't do anything about our pal Feldon here, who's coming on out. Your Darth Vader goblin is interesting looking, but... Alright, you can pump those up to 2s, give them into... Make it 4 points of damage right now. Alright, let's go for this. Let's put out a little Adeline. Trying to play strategically on me. What are you, a blue player? Alright, you got the ability to go into Death Touch. I'm not going to fall for it. He's got to be running out of that stuff pretty quick here is the deal. You can just pump up the other guy, that's about it. Alright, so even if you do kill Cathar, he's just going back to 1 at this point. I know, you could bring him up to a 3. Single up. Let's go for the pump. Alright, now we're starting to swing, and you're costing yourself your own life. Let's see if they, oh, he's got 3 of those things. That's ridiculous. Alright. Alright, you're burning your own life. Ooh, Thalia is not bad. But let's do this instead. Alright, we'll keep the other two. We'll keep the Siege Veterans back as batteries. That one. There we go. Have a good time. Jump in the way there, Gix. Otherwise, that's 10. Down to 1. And you kill yourself, suckerfish. Victory! You had to balk it. Alright, going against Ucarcamagnu. 3. Alright, I live with that. This is all 3 right here, though. Hopeful initiates our first turn. We'll see what this guy's playing. He's just got nothing on here. He just likes the gold, all-color effect. Alright, 2. All in. Alright, he's going for his land. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to squee up on this next turn. Gives us the pump on the Hopeful Initiate. Gets us another dude. Huh. You just want to trade there, huh? There you go. Alright, so I put out Siege Veteran. I can keep pumping up Squee. Or we could just take out our pal Adeline right now. All in. Another goblin. Down to 10. Alright, if he tries to ossify, you know, that's probably his boasting. He needs to get rid of my Brutal Cathar, give him back to Adeline, who's got a big butt on her. And no matter what I can do, I can't get past her with the guys that I have. I mean, I can run around her because she can only block 1. But he's, even with 4 mana, his only thing he could do would be to put out a Swarm, which would be his best approach to be able to even defend against me at this point. I'm coming at him really hard. That's his big problem. If he board wipes, that's probably his best approach, now I think about it. But he needs at least 1 more mana before that becomes a thing. There it is. Yikes! Alright, God, do I have it? I think I have to do... Oh, what is going on here? There we go. Let's see. Can I do both? I can't do both, apparently. How did that not work out? Whatever. All in. Alright, so he's got to block the 8 at this point. And we win! Oh, man. Blitzkrieg. Victory! Alright, put against Sleep. Oh, Sleep, my best friend. What are you doing here? I thought you were waiting up in my bedroom. Alright, keep. It looks like I'm playing mono white. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so Siege Veteran and Dusk Legion Duelist are a nice combo to make sure you can draw an extra card. Plus, if I do that, then it means Hopeful Initiative can keep learning. Hopefully I can keep both of them alive. No blocks. Siege Veteran. Pump. Draw my card. And all in. Alright, 14. He's actually doing really good, though, is the problem. Next turn, I'll have 4. Alright, Adeline's pretty cool. Ossification. Alright, that's my meal deal here. Who am I taking out? I'm taking out the Fire Breather because he's got too big of a butt. I'm going to go in with a little Excavator action there. And who am I going to pump? This guy. 1, 2, 3, all in. Alright, everybody's 3s across the board. One guy can be killed if he throws dudes in front of it. Red doesn't particularly like this situation. Red doesn't like being on defense. So that means we have the upper hand at the moment. I mean, your big deal is if you did nothing this turn, allow the damage to come through. Yeah, I'm taking that guy out. Then you'd be able to come at me with like 6 or 7 next turn. That's an interesting choice. Alright, Hopeful Initiative, it's about as high as you can get. Can't do anything. You can attack. You lose. I'm going to let it through. I don't care. Alright, red up. We'll put a little Adeline action out. And we win! In your face, sleep! I'm awake! Victory! Alright, so here we are with Boros Aggro. And, oh, it was such a sweet deck. It was so incredible. I totally dug this one. What I liked about it is it kind of had some of the tricksiness of mono white, whatever, humans or soldiers, you know, because you had, like, Thalia, and you had Brutal Cathar, human soldiers, you know, then you also had, that's a knight. Is this a knight as well? That's a soldier. So, see, it wasn't human soldier, but there was a little bit of it in there. Just a tiny, tiny bit. So it was a little bit of the humans, a little bit of the soldiers, a little bit of the knights. But you also had Boros haste cooked into it. So incredibly cool. Yeah, this was nice. You know, I remember playing like a Boros human deck before. And this one isn't human enough, I think, to call it human. We've got spirits and goblins and what else we got in here? Vampires and Phyrexian mite things. What are they? Yeah, Phyrexian mites. So this is not Boros human. It's just Boros aggro. But still, the balance of the cards we got going on, so incredibly good. I love playing a good aggro deck, and I am always in favor of a good Boros deck. So when I saw this deck, I thought, man, this is it for me. Let's talk about the win rate a little bit. So according to the place I picked it up for on Aether Hub, this thing had a listed win rate of around 83%. 83, man. I played it, how many tournaments did I play this game? I played it 10 times. I got 80% win rate. So I think that's right on line. It said when I play on play, so when I played first, I got 83%. Yeah, this was one of those decks where, you know, if you got first, there's a huge chance you're going to take the V on that one. Incredibly good deck. Well worth it. Way into the 80s, man. That is fantastic. All right, who was the MVP, the most valuable player? You know, the ones, I gotta tell you, the one I was most looking forward to at any particular point was Brutal Cathar. Because Brutal Cathar was going to take out somebody's guy, and he can take out anything. Now, the thing I don't like about Brutal Cathar is he's so easy to get rid of, and then they get their guy back. But in a deck as aggressive as this, man, one turn. Just one turn is all you need to keep it out. Now, Ossification is basically the same thing. I mean, let's take a look at Ossification. What does this say? Exile creature or planeswalker. This says take care of any particular creature. There's no limitation on what you're taking out. The fact there's 4 of him and 2 of this one is a lot harder to get rid of. I might tune this up a little bit, but being that this is an aggro deck, you want more creatures. And this guy, his ability to wolf out is even better. And the fact that when he unwolfs out, that he even grabs another dude is fantastic. But the thing is, we don't have any control over night and day other than just, you know, playing no cards and then playing 2 cards or something like that. That's my biggest problem with the night and day is I can never remember what the triggers are for that crap. Anyways, but Brutal Cathar was probably the MVP. He was the one that really turned the game around. A good Ossification is practically the same thing, so I'm going to give them dual MVPs, Ossification and Brutal Cathar. They were the big control for this deck, and what is otherwise just an incredible, aggressive set. One thing I liked was like Adeline and Squee both putting out extra dudes when you attacked. I love the fact that the Duelist Legion, or the Dusk Legion Duelist, you know, you could use Siege Veteran to put the plus on him so you get that additional card draw. There's a lot of good synergy going on between the cards that are here. It's very topical. It's not like deep synergy. It's not like this whole mechanism going on. But the cards that are here like to play together, and that is really great in a deck. Let's see. Is this deck competitive? Yeah, we did talk about the win rates already. This is a competitive deck. I did not put it on the rank queue. I just got so excited just playing it. I always start off on the play queue. People ask me that all the time. Why aren't you playing ranked? Why aren't you playing ranked? And I'll tell you, the reason why is because when you play ranked, you play against the same grindy decks over and over again. It's mono red, mono white. I am just so tired of playing with those, you know, or Hottie Gin Blue, whatever. You know, I don't want to play against them. That's just, sure, you're on the rank, you're playing to win, you're gonna play the best decks, blah 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 blah. I don't care. So I'm playing in the casual queue because that is where the casual decks, that's where people who are playing for fun are playing. And that's it. Now, secondly, I play a lot of crap decks. I play a lot of crap decks, and I can't play in the rank queue because I'm not going to ruin my rank on the fact that I'm playing so much crap. Testing. Play queue is where you test at. When a deck starts going good, I usually just stick there because that's where we're at. If I wanted to be on the ranked, maybe I'll do it a little bit. But and I would have taken this one here. I just got really excited about just playing it as is. So anyways, I don't play rank. That's the reason why. You'll see me do it occasionally. I know people like it. I hate sacrificing my rank for crap deck play. And I just never know. You never know what you're playing and how good it's going to do. So anyways, this is a competitive deck. I'd say check. It is definitely competitive. Number 2, was this a fun deck? I gotta say, you know, fun is very relative term. It depends on you, and you got to know yourself. For Dr. Yukon Suckit, this is the epitome of a fun deck. This is 100%. Man, I love a good Boros deck. For some, I mean, I know it's red. I know red is what I love. When white works so well with red and tries to do what red does, absolutely. You know what's even better about this is that Boros, the original Boros deck in Ravnica, was all about, you know, about soldiers. That was their thing. Soldiers and angels. And this one is big time into soldiers and knights, that kind of thing. This is very much like it. Even goblins. Like, I remember one of the first Boros creatures was a goblin. It was all dressed up and hanging out there with the armed forces. So, absolutely, this feels very Boros-y to me. I mean, even the effects are. The big card that's probably not would be Skrelv or something. Everybody else would be welcome in the Boros forces on Ravnica, though, including our pal, the Thundering Raiju. It looks like that's exactly the kind of dude they'd like to hang out with. So this feels like a true Boros deck. Maybe a couple of angels in there would be nice. Something at the top end. I don't know. All right, was this deck interesting? That's where we fall off the face of the earth. Okay, let's talk about what makes something interesting. Number 1, is it tribal? not really. I mean, the deal is there's a lot of human. Human is a real catch-all, though. I almost don't consider it to be tribal. Is it the soldiers? There's a few. Is it the knights? There's a few. You know, it's not enough to be considered tribal, in my opinion. Is it? The thing is, as a Boros deck, it holds together pretty good. You know, from a theme perspective, it does a good job without trying. I'm not going to give it to it because of that. There's nothing about this that screams Boros. It's not like Boros Thunder Captain or anything like that in there. So, nah, not really. Are there any new cards in here? Well, there's no such thing as new cards at this point, so no. Are there cards I really haven't played with before because they're lesser played cards in the meta? Nope. We play with all these cards constantly. Constantly. Why am I so excited about this deck? Because you don't see Boros aggro being played very much, and I do appreciate that. I did play one, probably, I don't know, 3 weeks ago, something like that I really liked. I think it was a Boros humans deck, so it was much more humans. The fact that this one has like Squee and Thundering Raiju in it and Skrelv, I think this makes it different than that. But man, no, both decks have been really, really good. So I think it is a fun and a competitive deck. It's done good. As far as being interesting, even the synergy between the creatures being really good, it's not strong synergy. It's not like the combos that are going off are doing some sort of huge effect. It's just I'm getting a card draw off of it on a regular basis. Sure, I'm pumping up the Hopeful Initiate. Then I can potentially take out some target, some artifacts or enchantments. There's just this deck has just got a lot of abilities cooked into it. It's not strong, but I mean it's there, and there's a lot of stuff. I'm just going to give it a soft plus for interesting. There's a lot of good things going on. It's not a stupid deck. It's just not strongly doing anything. So I'm sorry, Boros aggro. I mean, I'd like to say that you're really interesting. It's just that nothing can be at this point, really. Nothing really can be. Tribal would be the only thing we could probably do at this point that I would find interesting. We got another, whatever it is, week and a half or something. We'll be there soon. All right, so let's count it out. Is this deck competitive? Super check. Is this deck fun? Absolutely. Is this deck interesting? No, not really. Not really. All right, so unfortunately, I can't give it an A+. I mean, it is worth it. This is definitely... I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. It's an A+ deck. I got to stop. I got to grade these things on a curve. We are so close to the injection of another set that we have no choice but to make some allowances. This deck totally deserves the A+ rating. All right, so this deck is so choice. I will highly recommend that you pick one up should you have the means. That is all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, shine on, you crazy diamonds. Later.